Hello everyone, my name is Owukaka. Today, you've read the title. We're doing What If Deku Had or was the son of Zeus. Now, originally I was planning to make What If Deku was the god of war, but then I realized it's really nothing much different. So I decided to go with this as it's much more of a as the God of War title is much more of a job to handle. It's much tougher on a little kid. And so we're gonna be basically doing the basics of Hercules. So basically, Deku is the son of Zeus. Now you're probably thinking, how is this possible? Now, if any of you has any sorts of insight on Greek mythology, you would know well that Zeus is a sleazeball. He can't keep that thing in his pants. So it's not unlikely for Zeus to start picking up whoever he can. And as we know, Midoriya's mom, Inka Midoriya, was quite the looker when she was younger. So yeah, that happened. So yeah. When Midoriya was a little child, uh he was already really strong. So people thought that he developed this quirk, like so people just thought this is normal as he just developed this quirk as soon as he was born, as that was a common trait amongst quirk users. But when the doctor scanned him, he was diagnosed as being quirkless. But the doctors also found something much stranger. Deku possessed an unnormal, unreal amount of electrons in his body. In a way, it's like he's controlling them without even knowing. So the doctors proceeded to do some tests. When they tried to take a sample of his blood, the needle broke. As the stereotypical standard for demigod abilities that Dick is a demigod. So the standard for his abilities are super strength, super durability, super speed and reflexes, super agile, super senses, just overall being a superhuman, but on a different scale. So it's like All Might's one for all, but since it's uncontrollable, he has to control. Like it has its downsides. Its downsides being that similar of one for all. He can't use it too long, or else his muscle will strain, or he'll lose his some of his divine prowess. So yeah, doctors had to use very tough needles just to inject some blood, just to get some blood out of Midoriya's arm. And that would prove some of the doctor's theories that he had a very strong quirk, whereas it made skin tough. Sorry about that, I had to do dishes, but uh what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the doctors, thank you for me engaged, yada yada. Basically, he could control basically this is just establishing his powers that he's gonna have in the future. But since I lost my train of thought because I had to do the dishes, thanks, Ma. I'm just gonna skip that part. I'm just gonna tell you this power. He can, yet again, he has basically superhuman, but he's like equivalent to All Might's One for All, but stronger. He can lose his divine prowess, and his muscle will become much tighter if he uses his powers for too long. Um, or his divine prowess gets weakened. Um, Midoriya, his relationship with Bakugo, as much I know I said that Bakugo and Midoriya's relationship does not make sense in most what ifs. That Midoriya, that Bakugo and every Midoriya has a quirk, they're like friends or buddies or whatever. But I do not see it as that because Bakugo should always be angry. But in this case, it's not because Bakugo is always angry or were like mad Deku for showing his we so basically there's a lot of psychological reasons, but the reason why Bago saw Midoriya as like uh a being of basically like what Bago hates is because Bucko got praised. He was shown to be perfect and he had to put up to those standards. And, well, he doesn't want to show anything as a weakness. And Midoriya kept basically, like, you suggesting the fact that Bucko needs help and that showed weakness. I'll go through an entire video doing that. But, yeah. But since Midoriya, like I said earlier, he got his quote unquote quirk from the time he was born. Bakugo wasn't the first one to get praised. It was Midoriya. But Midoriya still showing kindness to Bakugo, and when Bakugo got his quirk, they were shown as equals, and Bakugo did as so. As much as Deku helped Bakugo, that since Deku actually had a quirk and it was much more powerful than Bakugo's, and Bakugo knew that, he just like he don't realize that everybody needs help, even heroes. So he just accepts it. He's a different Bakugo from this point on. Midoriya wins a bunch of championships or becomes basically like a star. So does Bakugo. They're like, oh, um, they're basically like these two popular superstars. They have their own YouTube channel, test their Deku's strength, like exploding stuff, doing other things. It's incredibly fun, and they have a lot of fun. Or like, it's incredibly entertaining, and they have a lot of fun. My bad. But yeah. Uh, it's 6 months left, so I have to start at the beginning of anime. I'll probably do the entrance exam, next part, which will come out in a couple of days. But basically, when like it's the beginning of the anime. Midoriya and his classmates are having fun. Bago and Midoriya said they're going to be the only two people from their class from this school to graduate and go to UA, and it actually happens. Like just so basically, Midoriya decides to take a shortcut and leaves Bago and Midoriya go to take a shortcut because, well, they're friends and they live like somewhat close together, and so they have to always protect each other. Because, well, as much as Midoriya is super strong, he's not immortal. That's a joke because his father is a god. But when the Sledgeman attacks, he sees two people, and so he attacks them both. They try to save themselves, but it's almost too late. But Deku pulls through with his electricity, and Haku pulls through with his explosions. And, well, they free themselves. All Might comes to rescue and punches the All Might. Then Deku and Bago begin to push. Deku begins to punch begins to charge up an attack like All Might's Detroit, like a Detroit Smash to push the villain. Bago's charging up a explosion, and All Might comes through and throws a Detroit Smash, or was it a Texas Smash? I believe it was either a Detroit or a Texas Smash. And so, because of that, well, boom, there goes the villain. All Might is like, ha ha ha, you wonderful citizens. Bago and Midoriya are actually stunned, and, well, basically the things that go through with Midoriya in the original anime is happening to both of them now. They both hang on to All Might's leg, and, well, I'm gonna leave that part. I'm gonna leave that next side of the story for the next part. As much as I'm really excited to do the next part, I have to keep that on secret because I have to do something else, and I have homework to do, and I have school, and life is just crazy when you're in 7th grade and your teacher is an actual crack addict. But not really. No joke. I mean, it is a joke, but like he acts like a crack addict sometimes. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Please give it some love. Give it a like or two. Can we hit 2 likes on this video? I don't know. I'm not sure the last like goal we had, but yeah. Also, comment down what you like for Bago to get one for all or not. Anyways, see you guys later.